Hello everybody and welcome to this episode of the County Review, and in this episode I'm going to be discussing the match between Stockport County and Lowestoft Town, which was today. The game finished 3-0 to County, and another positive home result following a bad away result. So for those of you who didn't know, County lost to Stalybridge on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, 3 o'clock kickoff. I couldn't make it myself, so I can't really talk about that game much. All I know is poor first half, decent second half. And the same could be said about this game, the Lowestoft game, because the Lowestoft game's first half was dreadful. We got a goal in the 20th minute of Richie Baker, but the actual half itself was slow and dreadful, and I got so bored that I made a time-lapse video, which you can see if you go back to my last upload before this one, and trust me, it was one of the most dull halves of football I've seen in a while. But then second half was a lot more active. The team seemed a lot quicker, and as soon as Spencer and Ryan came off and were replaced by Sharp and Dennis, it did seem like there was more energy in the team, which definitely helped, and they were there for the taking. Dennis got the second goal with a header, and then Baker got the third, and I do believe he's our top scorer now, Baker, or is either Baker or Dennis, so they could both be on the same. I don't know, but I do believe that they are our top scorers. Following on, I do notice that we have a few players who have very short tempers. Chris Churchman is one of the major ones for short temper, but other players like O'Halloran started the fight, sort of, but it was a poor tackle and he reacted badly to it, but it's understandable reaction really because of how bad the tackle was, and things like that had been brewing the entire match. There have been a few small issues with defensively. There were a few defensive leaks, but not that many to worry about. There was a penalty shout in the first half, but the referee just said no. It was a good game all around. The referee wasn't great, which did lead to some of the arguing, most of the arguing. Milligan played, although he got sent off against Stalybridge. Milligan played, and it's one of the more confusing sending off rules. I'm pretty sure he'll miss the next game, which is next week, I believe, or the week later. I don't know when the next game is. It could be 2 weeks before our next game. Oh no, our next home game is against Boston United on the 13th, and then a few days later we also play somebody else. I think it's Workington. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it does seem the club are going forward at home, but away it's like going forward. It's like going one step forward, 2 steps back. At home we can absolutely demolish any team that comes, but away we have a lot of issues with defending, and it's something noticeable. I seem to watch a lot better county performances than I hear about away games, and that is something that sort of worries me because it will mean we will finish mid-table again. So a good home performance is always good. A great home performance is the best thing you can have, really. Great home performance, and if you can get a few points away, that's a good thing to have. Of course, we have some things that need fixing, and a few players that could be leaving us before the end of this transfer window. One of the major ones is Scott Duxbury, who is our only left back, other than O'Halloran, but O'Halloran doesn't play left back, he plays centre back. Duxbury is being linked with Fleetwood Town, who are in League 2. So I'll keep you up to date on that if any further things come through. So really all other than that I can say is that there's a website run by somebody who got in contact with me. His name's John, and he runs fcfcmad.com, and they are still looking for writers. I've made this clear in a few videos now. They are still looking for writers, and it would help me and them if you could at least look at the site, and if you like the site, volunteer. So the site is www.fcfcmad.com. You'll see it about here now, and that's all I can say really. So thank you for watching this video, and be sure to like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe That is very important for me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that I can make the best quality content possible. So thank you for watching this video. I'm James Gill, and that's all, folks.